I know chess players who are stuck at their rating for 30 plus years, but they really enjoy playing every single game. And then I also see a lot of adult improvers online who might even improve their chess for 50, 100 points a year, but they are super frustrated and at the risk of burning out. In this video, I want to talk about this paradox and share why sometimes I just recommend people to not try to improve their chess at all. So when we're looking at players who are stuck for a long time but they enjoy, and then other players are improving their game, and by the way, that was me as well. When I was a professional chess player, I was improving, but I wasn't really happy. Then it's clear that pure results aren't what are driving satisfaction in chess. And there's a very simple equation that I want you to keep in mind throughout this video. It is happiness equals reality minus expectations. So what drives your satisfaction or your frustration is really the comparison between what is your reality of chess improvement and what are your expectations. And so there are two main questions you need to understand to decide where you belong and what might be the right way forward. Question number one, what do I expect? Do I expect to have a lot of fun, or do I expect to improve my chess? Really decide for one of those. And then the second thing is, what are you actually doing? Do you train with a good plan, a simple system? Are you really pushing forward to that chess improvement? Or are you mostly doing fun stuff, just playing some games, not really analyzing them? So when we think about this, we get a 2x2 grid with 4 possible options. 2 of them are pretty good, and 2 of them are where the frustration lies. So if you expect to have fun and you're just doing whatever you enjoy, congratulations. You are in dreamland basically, because a lot of YouTube content is, there for enjoyment and for entertainment purposes. So just go and watch whatever you feel like. I have to say, this channel is then not right for you. There's also the opposite of that for people that are really into training. They want to improve, but they also put in the time and effort. That's where most of my students are at when they follow my suggestions. And that's a really good place to be. You understand that improvement takes time and energy. It can be difficult. So you put in the time, you get the kind of reward from, oh yeah, I do something hard. And you also will see improvement at some point because you're putting in the work. So when your reality aligns with your expectations, that's when you're probably having a lot of fun playing and training and improving chess. Where the frustration comes from is if this reality and your expectations are not aligned. Let's talk first shortly about the less common part of this, which is, wanting to have fun, but actually training. And this often has to do with guilt. Like you're going online and you feel like, oh yeah, I would be stupid if I wouldn't improve my chess. Or my, 1,200 rating is telling something about me. Like if you genuinely just want to have a hobby where you have fun and you don't expect any improvements at all, don't let yourself tell otherwise. Just enjoy it, relax, do whatever feels right in the moment. And there might come a time and day where you're saying, no, now I actually want to improve my chess. This is a very important point. All these 4 points on this 2x2 grid, they are not like fixed for your whole life. There might be a phase of your life where you're saying, I just want fun out of chess. Then there might be a phase of your life where you're saying, no, I actually want to improve. The key thing, the important thing is that you're always in two out of the 4 grids that are actually aligning expectations and reality. So you might go from fun and just having fun to training and wanting improvement. Now, let's talk about the last and the most common box, and where I believe so many people get frustrated. It is kind of having that expectation of wanting to improve your game, but not really backing it up with the right actions. And yes, that is partly your mistake, but only partly, because consumerism has gotten so good at trying to sell us things that kind of promise this quick and easy improvement. So they kind of tie into the, oh yeah, you want to improve? Okay, I'll sell you something that improves. but their marketing is guided more towards like, oh, it will be easy. You don't have to do anything. Don't worry about it. And that might work in the short term, but in the long run, it's not going to work. You have to put in the time and the effort and be more disciplined and do hard things if you really want to get that long-term improvement. And it's worth taking a moment if you feel frustrated at the moment with your chess to really go deeper of what your expectations actually are, because sometimes they are not kind of, on the surface, but they are really deep down. You might say yourself, oh no, I just want to have fun, but somewhere back in your mind, you think, well, even if I just have fun, I'll win 100 points a year, right? That's not a big thing. I can have fun and get that. That's super important to get that out because those are expectations. And while it might work in the beginning, at some point, that's not going to work anymore, right? You might become that player that is stuck for 30 years if you're not putting in the work. The question is, well, if that's not what you expect, then maybe you should put in the right effort. And the most visible example online of this is, in my opinion, Levi Rosman, aka Gotham Chess, the biggest chess creator on the planet. He has this road to a Grandmaster for, I think, over 5 years. And if you look at his rating graph, it's going in the wrong direction. And while I can't judge everything because I don't see how he spends his time, just from outside, from seeing how much he puts into his business, into his YouTube, and how little tournaments he really plays, it seems like he has this dream of, or this expectation as well, of trying to push for the Grandmaster level, but his actions aren't really there. He doesn't fully back it up with, let's say, 3 to 4 hours of really serious training a day. That's really what you need if you want to go from IM to GM. So if you find yourself in this situation and you realize, oh yeah, I am in this situation, I have some expectations, the results are not where I want them to be, the reality is not where I want them to be, you have two choices. You want to get to one of these two good quadrants. Either you kind of get rid of your expectations. You're saying, okay, let's be honest, I'm not really ready to put in the time. Like sometimes I get emails from adults that are saying, hey, I have 3 young kids, I have a super difficult job. How can I improve with 15 minutes a day? And the honest answer is just don't expect to improve. Play whenever you feel like, do whatever you want, but you're not going to improve very likely. So if you don't have the energy, if you don't have the time, if you don't want to put in the effort, then just let go of the expectations. It's fine to just have chess as a hobby. Wherever you are at, you just play, you enjoy the games. But what I'm saying is that if you really have that expectation of improving your chess, then let's do it the right way. Write a training plan, do really high quality resources, play your games, analyze your games. Like all of these things really matter. The question is, do you want to improve your chess? And if yes, okay, then let's go. Let's do it the right way. The goal with this video is that by now you hopefully understand in which of the 4 boxes you are. And if you're frustrated, well, you need to think about, okay, am I lowering my expectations or am I, starting to really train the proper way? And if you're just here for fun, hey, I'm so happy for you. But this is not going to be the channel because this is all about how to improve your chess if you really want to. And if you're in that improvement bracket, my goal is to be the best source possible for that, for the serious adult improvers that actually want to improve their game. So make sure to check out my courses or my membership. And if you would like to have something that you can't find yet from me in my free or paid content, let me know in the comments below. What can I help you with? How can I help you improve your chess the right way? See you in the next one.